Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Fuse Live episode 3. My name is Come To Us Evan.
And I'm Come To Us Motion.
I'm Come To Us Desperado, and we are here to talk about one of the other semifinalists of the America's Cup.
Yes, of the America's Cup preliminaries that happened on July 14th, and we're going to be seeing them at the LA Waterfront for the America's Cup on September 8th. And I just wanted to address the chat really quickly. We see a lot of folks in the chat saying that they didn't get the survey rewards from last week. The survey dude was out, the survey guy, the survey man.
Yes.
I might be misplacing the noun, but the survey man was out of town when we put out the last survey, so we'll double check to make sure that everything went through correctly.
And if they were not, because it's possible that they submitted this morning, so we're gonna make sure to check on that. And if it has not been received, we will make sure to send it again.
Yeah.
Or to send it tonight.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll double check for you guys. So thank you for bringing it up. So today we're going to look through Dr. MZ Joseph.
He worked really hard for that title.
Yeah, he worked really hard for that title. He has his PhD in destruction.
And Joseph.
And Joseph.
Whatever that means.
He has his PhD in Joseph.
In Joseph.
But yeah, so like,
maybe Summoner's War, because some of these battles were really fun to watch.
I loved these battles.
I know, me too.
I love these battles.
So between the three of us, what can we say about Joseph right now? I know that he's Peruvian. What else?
He's young.
He's super smart in his gameplay.
Yeah, I know. He's very good at his gameplay. It was enough to justify, I think, 4 pages worth of notes. No, more than that this time. More than that this time. So we're going to be going through each of the matches that brought him up to becoming one of the semifinalists for the America's Cup. Let's go ahead and get into it. I got the pick ban phase for his first game against
Amazing. So let's start
X30
right
Legacy.
away.
X30N Legacy.
Let's say Legacy for short.
Yeah, that's the last time we're going to say X30N Legacy. We're just going to say Legacy from now on. So, Evan, why did I not get my... Actually, I was not... I don't issue out the LD pieces. So that might be something else. Just double check. Oh God, I have English breakfast tea running through my veins.
That's the only English you're getting today, I'm thinking.
So that's, excuse me if I misspeak. I've got so much caffeine in me right now.
And Zettabyte saying I may or may not pop a video or two when watching this. You may, my friend. You may.
With the homies.
Yes.
With the boys.
While we discuss some analyticals here.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and let this pick ban phase kind of play through. And I realized that I didn't finish my thought to Zettabyte a second ago. Or not to Zettabyte, excuse me, to Saipo. Just make sure that you're putting your Hive ID in correctly when you do those surveys. Otherwise, the rewards won't get to you.
And the correct server.
So, Joseph.
Gany, why? Because you start with Gany.
Oh,
but
why not?
Legacy replies with Molong and Hathor. 3 monsters that are as meta as it gets.
Yeah.
Correct.
Legacy basically just taking those units, taking Hathor from Joseph. And Joseph ends up making an interesting choice here. I want to just skip forward just to show you, because this match is a little bit unorthodox, we'll say. Legacy actually picks Ophelia, and Ophelia is, this is the first time we've seen
Maybe
Ophelia.
we pause.
Yes,
no,
totally.
Follow.
We
can
can
show the bands.
yeah, we can show the bands. There we go. Selecting a leader monster, there's the bands. And Joseph decides to ban Ophelia.
And not Hathor.
Not Hathor. Notably not Hathor, in fact.
Is this the first Paladin in the tournament?
I think it was.
Right?
So far, I think this was the first, at least in the first bracket. I can't remember if we see Josephine or not. Do you guys remember if we see any of the other Paladins?
I don't think we did. I think Ophelia was the only one to come in. But this is a really good question. Guys, he decided to ban Ophelia, right? Leaving Hathor. And no spoilers, I guess. We're going to see how this battle plays out. But I do grant the end result of this battle to this very specific ban right here. I'm
interested in seeing where you guys think this match kind of turned. I think that it was in the pick ban phase, though I do have a few other suggestions where that happened. But to a degree, I understand what Joseph is going for here, because it's like, at what point do you ban the unknown? Because if he's bringing an unknown unit, something that we don't see in the meta, maybe he's onto something that we're not. So this is kind of a fear of the unknown pick.
Right. What would you do? Do you pick the unknown? Because I would not. That Hathor would be banned as quickly as
Hathor or Molong.
For the first round? For the first round out of a best of 3?
That's true.
Maybe I'd ban Ophelia.
He has time to recuperate.
But if it's unknown, don't you want to maybe see what's going to happen before you even make that decision?
Perhaps. Okay, so getting into the match, and I've taken to calling this match seeing Legacy juggle, because we do get to see Legacy juggle quite a bit. We see some great plays from Legacy. He actually brought his A game here. He goes for Reckless Assault on Triana right away just to try to take out that unit, and Hathor just starts fishing. And I think that was the right thing to do. That was huge. Depriving Gany that turn.
So that reset,
reset. I think that was huge. Oh, Nude Boy is so nice. Nude Boy is so nice.
Oh, thank you.
saying that we're a very, very complimentary. Flattery will get you many places there, Nude Boy. Don't you laugh at me. So now, let me see. I lost my train of thought there. So we got the snipe on Ganymede. Diana, not entirely sure where she wants to go with this. This is a very defensive play.
Usually you'd see Diana do the whole Machine Gun Kelly thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think of this opener here? Because Joseph had options. Joseph could have turned into human form, done some work out in that attack bar back up, though then she would have to compete with Perna and Ciara, who also had a full attack bar.
Perna is going next, correct?
Yeah.
So maybe he knew Perna was going to do some pretty hefty damage.
There you go. So just so that way we see the scenario before, because what do you guys think? Perna and Ciara both have full attack bars, so that might have been why he made this decision. Sure. But this is a super defensive play. Going for that shield instead of trying to get the early damage, that's pretty big. Team Evan, oh, I love you guys. This is great. Again, thank you guys for being here on our Wednesday streams. We're having this not instead of our Friday streams, it's just in addition to.
And of course, he goes for that Triana. Not enough to break the shield, but here we go. Hathor does put that one bomb on Diana, but she does not.
And by Hathor, you mean Ciara.
Yes.
Totally. Don't worry about
I do
it.
mean Ciara.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But she does not detonate the bomb.
Yes,
she
and
keeps the bomb there.
This is something I want you guys to kind of take note of. Typically, Legacy does not like detonating bombs. Yeah, thank you for pausing it. Legacy is very comfortable not detonating the bombs.
And just letting them hang out, right?
Yeah, and remind me that I said that, because that's going to come back later on in the game. That's going to
But also, the moment that those bombs do explode, it's going to say a lot about drmzjoseph's units.
Right.
And I think at this point, I don't believe that Triana has her second skill up, because
here we go.
Violent into the bombs. Let me go back. I'm sorry. This is so much is happening so quickly. I'll
and
just
do you
kind of go back
notice
a little bit.
how much attack bar Ciara gets all the time during these matches?
It's suspicious.
She's going so much.
2 bombs explode and does not kill the pony.
Yeah.
2 bombs.
Yeah.
Tanky as heck. And not only Legacy, if you may pause if you want to, but not only Legacy will learn this, but everybody else will too. Everybody else, I mean the following opponent, which is going to be Barion, right? They know how tanky the pony is. And all of those choices have to be made based on understanding that. And that's what they actually do all the way throughout.
I think he makes an interesting choice. Yes, did you see that? Brilliant. He brings Diana down to the point where she's at like a sliver of HP and then lets Ciara's multi-hit do the work. Like, just because this episode is mostly about like how Joseph plays and how he got there, I don't want to stop and say and not talk about how great Legacy played.
Correct.
Legacy played super well.
Right.
I was actually really excited.
But what I want to bring up here, you guys, is I may spoil this battle. Do you guys mind if I spoil this battle? I'm going to spoil this battle. Because most of you guys probably watch this game.
Plug your ears for just a second.
So, I think at this point, the end of the battle is already, that is over, you know? And Joseph will lose this first one. And the reason why I say that battle was ended at the pick and ban is because the moment that Hathor put the Gani to sleep in the first round, it was over.
Missing that one.
Because there's nothing else that drmzjoseph can do now.
Right. And now he's going to go after Triana, which is a smart move. Everybody else is asleep. I think he overcommits a little bit here with the bomb, and you guys can correct me if you think I'm wrong. But I really don't think he needed to put the bomb on Triana. I think he had enough damage here to just kind of take her out.
And again, Ciara, every time she goes with her first skill, always back to 50% attack bar.
It's crazy.
Minimum.
Yeah, minimum.
Always crits.
Because I guess, yeah, I think the bomb was, I really do think that the bomb was a little bit too much of an overcommitment, and she could have put it on somebody else while they were asleep and maybe deprived Gani. But then again, I'm really nitpicking at nothing here, because like you said, Legacy does win this game ultimately, right? So he was just being careful.
And I'm sure he knew this.
Yeah, and he had the time to be careful.
He's like, just put the bomb on.
So now, one topic that we keep bringing in this series, right, is the speed meta over? And is that the case? Because yes, he was faster, Hathor was faster, but I think other than putting the speed, I do think that the reason why Joseph lost this battle is because his crowd control unit with Gani was removed right off the bat. Right off the bat. If that sleep hadn't landed, then he could, like, the results could be very much
different.
Did he even
very
go?
Different. He
slept.
Yeah,
I mean, through the game, yeah, he did.
I think
he did.
Yeah,
once?
he did.
Okay.
One, but it was minute differences.
I mean, 2 units were already dead, so who cares?
Exactly.
So let me ask you guys, and this is to the chat too. This is to the chat as well. Where do you think this match went wrong for Joseph? I have a couple ideas where it went wrong. Hi, Spooky. Good to see you. Thank you guys for being here. This is really cool.
Desperado becoming Spoilerado.
So here are my points. This is where I think the match went wrong. First of all, banning Ophelia instead of Hathor. It's just...
And that's it. Moving on to the next
moving on. No, Desperado has a personal vendetta against Hathor.
Man.
Don't let him
I do. I'm
No will
Until
runes.
he gets Hathor.
Spike SW, no will runes. That was another one too, because I mean Gani was like free to be messed with, I think, right?
And especially on a unit like Gani.
No, they
right?
all had will runes,
Did they
I
all
believe.
have will?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, maybe it was just
and Hathor
Triana?
used the second skill to strip, I believe.
Let me look. She did successfully strip.
Right.
She did strip him.
Sure.
Yeah?
There you go.
Wait.
3.
Yeah, you're right. He did have will runes actually.
So
Oh
he
man,
just
I
stripped
love
the
being able
will.
to rewind on this. This is my favorite. This is why I wanted to do this. So not banning Hathor, not transforming right away and trying to aggro kill either Ciara or Hathor. I actually wanted to argue that point. I'd love to have seen a little bit more damage on his side, getting those crits on Ciara, trying to violent roll in those dice, transform back into the pony and do your defensive play later. But I do acknowledge that Ciara and Perna both had their attack bars full.
Yep.
You guys, for those of you, real quick, for those of you who are just joining in now and weren't here at the beginning of the stream, we did already talk about the survey. We will look into it right after this. The survey man that we normally send our surveys to wasn't in the office on Friday, so they may have even sent it out today. But we'll double check to make sure that everything's shipshape once we're done with the stream. But thank you for bringing it forward.
And thank you for the patience too, guys. Instead of just rioting, thank you for just coming
just bringing
clear
it up.
and asking.
Yeah, that's really nice. We appreciate the approach. We love you guys, but you know that. And then I think he did play overly defensively, and it wasn't safe to change because of that decision. It was never safe to change to human form.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he missed his opportunity in the beginning, and then after that it was never.
It was
safe
over.
again.
Yeah.
He took a step back instead of taking a step forward.
Right.
And, you know.
What do you guys think? Do you have any other different opinions?
No, honestly, I will rest my case on the first point that you made.
You think it was hot?
And we will see why.
Yeah.
And we will see why, because what was the number one difference from game 1 to game 2? The ban.
Yeah.
Right.
And Joseph acknowledges it too. So I do want to say like, he needs to be less defensive. He needs to do these things. But he acknowledges in the next game that Hathor was his main issue, and he remedies it by banning Hathor in this match.
Gabriel MCG, Tessa only works versus one unit, Perna. There are better choices versus that comp.
Yeah. I think that's fair. And Spike SW says, thank you for being so understanding. No problem, dude.
And I don't even know if you guys
no problem at
noticed,
all.
but these are practically the same teams as last game,
They just
except
trade.
one monster swap.
They just trade Perna for Tessarion, right? That's all Joseph and Legacy do, and you see
That's a gentleman's agreement almost.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
It's
fine
a
with
shook
it. On it,
Yeah.
and they were good to go.
It's like, fight me at your best, right? It's like, that's, I do want to bring up too, it seems that the core team for Joseph, Gani, Triana, Diana, Okeanos, and then he puts in either Tessarion or Perna. Sometimes we see Amelia from him, but his core team are those 4 units. And he doesn't really drift too far from those. You don't see a Ciara from him in these matches. You don't see Hathor from him in those matches. So I don't think anyway, but I'll double check as we go through it. Is there any secret letter?
If we tell, it's not going to be a secret,
Won't be a secret. Won't be a secret. Legacy keeps banning that Okeanos. I think it's wise. It would be the main form of crowd control.
Yeah, definitely.
From Joseph. So I think that's kind of good to just lock that down. Another way to reset, strip and reset. That's really powerful. So good move. Okay, so we know Ophelia is fast now. That's what we've learned from this. We know that Ophelia
Fastest Ophelia ever.
coupled with that Ciara speed leader. That's really quick. Let me follow up. Faster than Molong, makes sense.
Prox, Molong goes, breaks the death.
And it makes sense that she's faster than Molong because she doesn't care about will, right? Because the threat state is a buff, not a debuff.
Right.
Again, with the super defensive play.
Now it's really cool.
Oh yeah, this is
Look
great.
at Gani. Look at what the Gani does.
Go Gani, go Gani, go.
Go Gani. Go. Oh,
Two snipes.
Strips.
2 strips
Yeah.
from that Ganymede first skill. And resisting the Oblivion from Tessarion on that. Triana's just in a really good spot. Just having that cleanse heal up.
So good.
And Ciara's turn is really awkward now. Like, Ciara doesn't know what she's
There's
supposed
nothing to do, really. At
There's
that point, she's
nothing-
just passing the turn.
There's really nothing to do. She's super awkward. Look at this. 11? Hold on. Let me rewind a little bit. We're going to watch Ciara's awkward turn again, just so that way I can point out how crazy this is. I don't know why this is so baffling to me, but boom! 11.5k is that little sliver. Do you see how tanky that Ophelia is?
A lot of HP.
That's crazy. It's really
Like a quarter of it.
And then Perna gets a great
on top of being the fastest monster too.
Yeah,
those
crazy
are some
HP.
crazy runes.
It's pretty legit if I were to say. Struggling to stun anybody with that. Diana isn't going to be stunning a whole lot of fools. She's got options, and I think Legacy wants to pressure the pony. If I was in his position, I would pressure the pony too. But we know from the last game, right? Let's review for a second. We know from the last game that 2 bombs is not enough to kill her.
Yep.
We saw that. She had the shield buff. Same situation as last time. 2 bombs was not enough. Danny has free reign.
So why put that one?
On Diana?
On Diana. Since 2 were not enough.
I think it's too pressure. And you guys, please chat, jump in. But
we want you guys to discuss, and we want to read it out loud. By the way, if you guys have noticed, we are posting these videos in the Summoners War Esports channel too.
We made it to
that's
the
an
Esports
opportunity
channel.
for your idea to come out there too. So.
But I think, just to answer your question, to pressure Diana, because if you transform into human mode, that takes it off.
Yes.
Then her main source of damage gives her full attack bar.
Yeah.
So then that's enough without a proc, without a violent proc, that's enough to set off the bomb.
Yep.
And so he's basically trying to take away that human form. But what he's forgetting here is that he doesn't have to change.
Exactly.
And Danny goes for super interesting. He has
Reset the Triana.
free reign. He can do whatever he wants. Forgoes the skill 3 and instead ventilates Triana.
Yep.
And that has layers of brilliance that I'm going to go over right now.
I agree.
Look at this. Look at who. So he knows who's Tessarion going to hit. If you were in this position, who would you hit with Tessarion? Who would you hit?
Probably Perna.
Probably
Maybe?
Perna, right?
Maybe.
Probably Perna.
Has
Perna?
to be, right?
Has to be Perna. And that's exactly what Joseph thought. Joseph saw into the future, saw this. Triana is ready with her second skill. Now she can save
Cleanses,
Perna.
heals, and we are all back to the beginning.
There we go. See, Spike SW, thank you for the validation. Prevents him from transforming into human form and using his primary source of damage.
Right.
Yeah. So that was a couple layers of brilliance there. Ciara's can't apply that second bomb. Diana's safe. Heals the Perna, cleanses the Perna.
And this is the moment where drmzjoseph actually takes control of the entire game. He has immunity in all of the units. Perna is about to hit.
Right.
One of the tankiest units from
Ophelia.
Legacy is already almost halfway down when he has a very, very strong unit about to hit.
Ciara has another awkward turn, a couple awkward turns, and now Perna can just keep working away to Ophelia. I really like what comes next. I'm not sure how far in the future what I'm talking about is, but I'm kind of foreshadowing.
I think I know
here.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? I titled this game Rolling the Dice. I have little titles for all these. This is great. Invincibility on Molong.
So he can use
Reckless Assault with no punishment, right? Why? Chat, hold on 1 second. Please pay attention for just 1 second if you're not already. Why? How is a better question. How could he have possibly known? Transforms. Procs.
proc.
Stuns
It stuns him, and then he procs.
out of the stun.
That is amazing.
That's a huge risk.
Yeah, yeah.
But then again, I love the way you said it, Evan, when we were discussing these
some
things,
water.
that it's like, wish
God
more.
bless. I need some water. This
Wish
is
no more.
too much.
But I love the way that Evan described it, you guys, is that this is the value of violent runes.
Right.
That's the value of it.
Yeah.
The reason why you put it on violent rune is because you're trusting on
Thank
that
you.
proc. And he fully trusted that proc, and fair enough, he got it.
Calculated risk.
Calculated risk.
Another thing too, it looks like Triana's going next after Diana, right?
Yeah,
Which
it would
I
look that
think
way.
her heals
Or
back
this
up. Right?
Yeah, or
Ooh.
Ganymede. So,
Yeah, so
that's-
she can heal.
Yeah.
I just love this because
Risky.
there's no way he could have known. Minutes ago, I was saying Joseph is playing too defensively, and then he goes and does this.
Yep.
So now he's going to get an extra turn. Nobody else. He lands all the crits, obviously, and gets back into pony form.
And doing pony things.
Yeah, doing pony things, just transforming, doing damage. Ganymede's back up, and now he gets to do that reset that he had previously foregone one turn ago.
And
right?
all of a sudden the momentum is on Joseph's
Yeah.
side now.
Yeah, all of a sudden
like
he's
that.
He took control of the match.
Just
crazy
like that.
tempo.
That pony said, I'll proc out of that stun, and you're gonna take control of this entire thing.
And I lied, her heal wasn't back up.
Yeah, her heal wasn't back up, but don't worry, it's kind of hard to keep track of all that when you got 8 monsters to keep track of, right? Threat state is back up, but this is looking like it could go either way. In fact, so that proc that we were talking about earlier with Diana, it was definitely risky, and I definitely think it helped, but I don't credit that to being the win of this fight. And you guys can tell me if you think if you think differently, but I don't credit that as the
Look
reason
how
he won.
tanky that Ophelia is.
Really tanky, and really, really tanky Ophelia, and also
man.
this Diana is really tanky.
It's
too.
crazy, like with the death broken, no less.
Yeah, the defense break is like really big. Oh! Hold on, sorry.
God, my ear.
Hold on. Please, ladies and gentlemen, this is Evan. This is Come to Us Evan presents the craziest thing you've ever seen. What were you going to say?
I just want to read the chat. Take Sen says you do it while the shield's still active, so you can soak the damage before they poke the shield away, and you bet on that violent because it's your only win condition.
Who said that?
That was Take Sen.
Thank you for that. That is brilliant. That is actually brilliant. That's really you guys are really insightful. Please direct your attention to the game. This is crazy. Joseph got lucky, but it's not in a way that I would attribute to RNG.
It was a calculated risk.
Would you? Yeah, right. Calculated risk. Watch this. Ciara attacks, kills Diana with the last hit of her first skill. If she had killed her with the first or the second hit, that would have gone through Diana's passive. But she had just enough HP left that she killed her on the last hit, and she's fine, and we can move on. Sorry, that's brilliant.
Let's do it.
That's the win. That to me was the win. And now he's not able to kill Diana again.
Yeah.
He's just not able to do it. Like
Very unfortunate.
by that point, it's too late. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, I
Because
really
you already know how
love it.
much HP that is, right? Like we've seen that through the other two battles. So it's over. At this point, Legacy is probably already pulling his head out.
And look at what happens because of it. Like he kills Ciara.
Goodbye.
Transform back, right? Transform back. Kill Ophelia.
Goodbye.
And then the
See
match
ya
is
later.
yours. And then the match is yours. This is
Not quite just yet. If
he can strip stun. If he can strip stun the whole team. Doesn't.
stuns Triana.
Which isn't a whole lot, but I'll give it to you. It could help.
But we all know these units, right? Like Reckless Assault and the Oblivion for Perna. So that game could still go either way.
Of course,
it could.
of course.
It could. There's no sustain.
Diana is about to die. Diana dying,
Diana's
Triana
dead.
is going to be next.
But
Do you
that's a
notice
great
how
trade.
much work Diana put in while he's trying to kill Diana?
Yeah.
He's like, not yet. Boom, boom, stun this. All right, I did my piece. I'm out.
The reason, dude, you're so right because
Yeah.
that was a great trade.
was
He
chasing.
traded Diana for 2 units.
Yeah.
Like Diana put so much work in. I said
That was
it.
amazing.
I said it last time, but I really want to see like a statistic of like how much damage collectively across the preliminaries Diana did.
Right.
I would love to see that graph. I would really love to see that. I'm seeing some interesting words. Nerd Molong. Nerd Molong. We can and guys, we can also like I don't.
And this is the problem too. Sorry, I haven't
please.
cut you off.
Oh!
End of battle.
End of battle right there. If there was any hope left, that was it.
Right.
Tasarion deals too much damage.
And that's
Doesn't
something that I would
apply.
like to bring to the chat. Maybe you guys can disclose. Chat, so how much damage should a Thessarian do? Because he's a unit that comes for one. He does it hard, don't get me wrong. But he comes with a reason. That freaking Oblivion. If he doesn't apply it,
Then you're saying what's the point?
then what's the point? Might as well bring a Theo. If you want straight up damage against a fire unit.
Correct.
Right? And that's the reason why this battle was over just right now, because the unit was so strong that it kills Perna without applying the Oblivion, and now it's over. It's over.
So guys, damage or utility on Tasarion? Would you scale it back? Granted, at this point, the attack power was up and the
40.
HP was down. I think it went up 40 right after that kill. I
So
think we
30
were
then?
30,
Okay.
which is still significant, right?
lot.
Guys, thank you so much, guys, but it's also not my birthday. It's really sweet.
Don't lie, it is.
It's really sweet, but it's not my birthday.
Oh yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm turning 9. Turning 9.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Happy birthday. Yachtnik, that's funny.
Time to take the baby seat out of the car forever.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay, guys. So we both know, you and we all know that this match is over. Where did it go wrong? I have a couple suggestions.
Suggestions.
The first one was the ventilate on Triana and thus saving Perna with the Oblivion and the defense break and all that good stuff and the stun. I also think Gani stripping Ophelia.
The Creeper Days, that Thessarian should be built hybrid, so he doesn't deal enough damage to kill. Stuff like Perna, I'd say probably needs to deal about 1k first skill
11K.
or so.
11K.
And then Imploding Muffin, speed, crit damage, HP, and I missed the rest
Oh,
of it.
you missed it. a bit of attack. Just so basically, Imploding Muffins is saying just a little bit of attack. You don't want attack to be the main focus.
Yes.
And
I agree.
You
I agree. Yeah. Yeah. Because that's not the focus. He's not there to kill.
Right.
He's there to break the passive.
And breaking passives is killing those units. It's making, or at best, it's making them dead.
And if you can hurt them on the way, so be it.
I've seen a lot of good Cesarions that are built off of HP, speed HP.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Keep him,
or HP attack.
Try to make him as fast as possible and tanky, because his function there is not to nuke. He's a great nuker, don't get me wrong.
Correct.
You know, but he's there to apply Oblivion.
It sounds, guys, real quick, I'm sorry to say, it sounds like I see a lot of people talking about changes to monsters, buffs, nerfs, etc., and the balance patch in general in the chat right now. We're actually going to be talking about that on Friday. So right now, I'm sorry if we're not replying to all those. It's because we're mostly focusing on the matches today.
Correct.
This is more of an analytical type of stream where we just want to have a discussion with
Or
you guys.
discussion based. You guys feel free to voice your opinions, but we will answer a lot of these questions, as Evan said.
So like
Friday.
copy and paste them onto a notepad and bring them back to us on Friday at 2 p.m. Same time as this stream started, and then we'd be more than happy to talk about it then. Because it's gonna be great. I'm gonna print out the balance patch. We're gonna staple it and put it on the table in front of us, and we're gonna.
And I just want to say, Benzo87. I think it also depends on his Tessa's runes. Sometimes it's better to have HP on slot 4 instead of crit damage or something.
Because he did deal a lot of it. How much did he deal exactly? Can we go back and see? How much did he deal on this first skill?
Yeah.
14, closer to 15k.
Granted, there was a shield break.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a shield break. He also had Molong as a damage dealer. He had Ciara. So Tessarion is a lot. Let me skip to the next match, guys. Let's keep going through this.
Oh God, it's already like 30 minutes.
I know.
Crazy.
Wait, really?
It's already 2:27. I kid
really?
you not. I kid you not. Okay, game 3. Joseph versus Legacy.
Excuse me.
Sekhmet used to. Oh, I still don't really like her. Dude, bring all this discussion to Friday, please.
Yes.
Yeah, don't stop talking about it. Just bring it on Friday. Making tests fast, the speed multiplier on damage gives you an option for speed, crit damage, HP with attack subs to boost attack, so you have a tanky bruiser. So it sounds like you were right, Desperado. It sounds like a lot of people are agreeing with you. Oh, guys, look at this. We have the exact same pick as game 1.
Exactly same.
Game 1. Exact game 1 again.
What will be the big difference, though? Repeat with me, guys.
Banning Hathor.
Banning Hathor. Banning Hathor. Lesson learned. And that's what I'm saying on the very first game. That was the one issue. Don't hate me. Love me.
How did you call Hathor during the spot tournament?
Hathor. Island Grown and Bridge got to me, dude. It was Hathor. Hather, and Hathor. I think it's an.
Do you know how I call her?
What?
Ban unit. Just ban her.
Ban Hathor.
It's a bigger issue if it's Gani Hathor, but you know, just saying. That's just me though.
Here we go again, guys. Ophelia, we know how fast she is.
And she's gonna apply all those.
She's gonna do whatever she wants for a second because she has free reign of the battlefield. She's gonna put the threat state on, so people are forced to attack her. But Joseph is gonna do something cool.
You notice Legacy always goes for that one-shot kill.
He does. He always leads with it. Why do you?
I don't know, but then he always, Joseph always follows up with the heal after. It's almost repetitive.
It is. So each of these, I'm really glad you brought that up because I actually didn't really notice enough to bring it up. Like Molong uses Reckless Assault on Triana, but Legacy never really follows up. If anything, he diverts his attention to Diana.
Yeah.
Chat, can you please?
May I address the survey issue once more? Because that may be people.
Yes.
Guys, we understand that a lot of people haven't received their rewards. The survey guy actually was out of town, and that may be the possibility why you guys didn't receive.
Really out of town.
While we can definitely promise, I believe personally that they may have been sent today. But we will personally go in and verify those. If they haven't been sent, we will make sure to send them, okay? So please do not worry about that.
Yeah, so we'll double check on that right after this stream is over, guys. So
back to the discussion.
So what we were discussing, Desperado, Legacy always seems to lead with Reckless Assault on Triana, but then never really. Triana heals and then Legacy backs off.
Right. Learn the lesson, right? Like especially it's a water unit versus the Tessa. Granted, the Tessa, didn't do much just yet, but just remove it. If there's one thing that I learned playing cards games.
Oh yeah, cards games.
Say that.
MTG
is kill when you have a chance. And I don't think, and to me, honestly, that's the one fallacy on Legacy's plays. I'm not gonna say on his style, but definitely on these games that we were analyzing, he did not go for the kill.
He didn't go for the kill when he had it, and so it's. it's kind of tough because he leads with that. It's a really strong opener, but these guys this is the third match between them. They know how this goes. Like, Legacy knows the turn order. He knows that Triana's going to heal. He's seen it 100 times.
Yep.
And then he backs off, diverts attention to Diana. Moving on.
Which we all know how tanky it is.
Moving on. Doesn't go for the reset. Doesn't go for, and by reset, I mean skill 3, not ventilate. Gets the proc. Now he uses his first skill. And Ophelia is a dead draw. Yep. Just like that.
Now
dead
it's
draw.
Technically 3v4.
Technically
in my
speaking, right?
opinion.
Ophelia is not going to be adding a whole lot to the fight.
Nope.
So, and that kind of shows throughout the rest of the game too. That was big. That was pretty big. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Look at this. I don't know if you guys saw it, so I'm going to back up 10 seconds and we're going to travel through time together for just 1 minute. Joseph doing what I wanted to see him do, transforming into human form, getting all that attack bar on Ciara, but fails to notice that her attack bar is just as or equally more full, right? And now Ciara can put a bomb on Diana, but if there's
human form.
But if there's one thing that we've learned about Legacy, it's that he doesn't like detonating bombs. What? And he doesn't.
And that may have been the only chance.
That
may have been the chance.
Kill when you can.
He would kill when you can.
Legacy.
Like, that would be the greatest chance to get rid of the Diana, and that would be pretty much over for Joseph, possibly.
Yeah. 50, keep her stuck, stun her, keep her in human form with 50% less HP. He didn't detonate it. If anything, Legacy is consistent, and I would love to hear what the thought process was behind this play. Chat, maybe you guys could shed some light on this. You guys have insight that we don't always have. Should have detonated because she has less HP. It seems, imploding muffins, it seems pretty cut and dry.
Imploding muffin should have detonated because she has less HP in human.
That's exactly what I'm saying, dude. Like, it's... Why didn't he blow her up?
Benzo87 says, that's a confusing decision to me. Benzo, if you can please develop a little bit, that would be good.
Yeah, it's tough. I'm going to play it again while we discuss, guys.
Spike SW, yeah, why didn't he blow her up? I think it was a misplay.
I kind of agree. I think it was habit, and I don't blame him for that because he has this play style and it generally works for him and it lets him accumulate these bombs. But he doesn't do it instantly, which is weird. Like, he pauses, thinks about it, uses first skill on Diana. So it probably wasn't a misclick because, I mean, like, he was clicking on Diana or excuse me, Triana. I said Diana. Triana.
Not to devalue Legacy style.
Not at all.
Great player.
It could be habit. Yeah. It could be habit. You know, and I would love to hear what happened, but I do genuinely think that was the end of the fight because then he struggles to kill Diana for the rest of the game. Moving right along here. So we see Diana transforming, getting that 50% bonus HP, stunning, getting out of it, and she's fine, sitting strong with like 60%, sitting strong with 60% HP.
Yep.
Landing that Oblivion on Perna. I do credit Joseph for this too. Joseph actually gets rid of, tries to get rid of Perna pretty quickly, and I think that's obviously
and he should. Perna, man, sustaining damage on a single monster and a revive. So.
And then from here on out, dude, like. Joseph does a great job of I personally would have. I'll say what I personally would have.
Takes and says it's because Triana's passive was still up. He went for the skill 1 to be able to place the bomb on Triana's next turn to detonate both together.
That's a great point. I don't know if do you think the bomb would have been enough to kill? Because 2 bombs wasn't enough to kill. She has 50% less HP in the human form. I don't know if the bomb would have killed, but that is a good point.
Was he speaking of putting a bomb on Triana? While the bomb
That's
is
what
on
Tixon is suggesting, and I actually.
Benzo87 says Tixon, of course, because Triana.
Of course, because, and everything in this game is because Triana, right? Everything in this match right here. Triana's a really high wall to get around.
So good.
But and we'll never know. We'll never know. But I don't think that 1 bomb would have killed. We've seen 2 bombs before, and it left Diana with a little bit of health. Amelia loses 50. Oh, Diana loses 30. Amelia loses 50. Is that true?
Tixon is saying Triana was low enough to kill plus stun Diana. If the bomb had been placed on Triana instead.
Yikes. That's complicated. I don't know, man. Seppi! Your face when Seppi's comment showed up. That was gold. Oh, I'm so sorry that people on YouTube don't get to see the chat. That was funny. That was funny.
Give your blue steel real quick.
Mwah, mwah. Anyway, okay, so let's move right along here. I think there's a lot of good points in the chat. Is that true? Diana loses 30, not 50? Can you remind me to look at that?
Yeah.
Can I look at that? I might have just put a blanket statement over a couple of the
Imploding muffins. I don't know that Diana was super tanky. In the way people build Sierra nowadays, it's not much attack. It would have been close. It
would have been close. But regardless, I don't know. I think the point that I'm trying to make is that I think having her stunned and keeping her in human form was more valuable than the alternative.
Correct.
So even if it did proc Triana's passive, you would have essentially taken off 30 or 50, what have you, and I'll verify that, 30 or 50% HP, and you would have been able to do whatever.
Either way.
Because she's in human form.
Either way.
Missed a turn. Last time posting, and I have to leave. Oh, loving Warcraft, goodbye. They had to go to 1 HP on human form. On the right has an accent. Where is he from? That's you.
What?
Yeah, where are you from?
Brazil. Where are you from?
No, I'm from California.
It doesn't matter. Joseph is from Peru. He
Okay.
is going for this battle.
Let me ask you guys if I'm going too crazy here. So this happens. Ophelia puts invincibility and cleanses Perna. And basically, just to jump a little bit ahead, Diana has the opportunity to try to stun a monster. I think Joseph ends up going for Ciara. I think I personally would have tried to go for Perna, regardless, even though it's wind against fire and she's got invincibility. I would have tried to just go for the stun. What do you? Am I being too bold in saying that? Because Perna's got a higher attack bar.
Right.
Triana's pretty low.
It's going next.
It's going. So I don't know what you guys think. Maybe he was just banking on Ganymede getting this turn because his third skill is up.
Yeah.
So that's something too. I might just be picking at straws here, frankly. That might be it. So let's not dwell on it for too long. I just wanted to ask.
Yeah, we do
I thought
have
it was interesting.
to
Oh heavens to
catch
Betsy!
up.
Yeah,
We
we're
do
not
have to
even
catch up.
the next one. So let's just kind of breeze through this a little bit. Resetting Ophelia, he does a great job making sure that Ophelia doesn't do anything
Completely out of the game
for the rest of the game.
Yep.
It's really, really wise because as long as he does that, Ophelia is a dead draw.
And do you know why that happened?
Say again?
Do you know why that happened?
Why?
Because he banned Hathor in the beginning.
You're right. You're right.
Hathor.
You're right. You're right.
Hathor.
I'll give that to you. You are right. And it's always tough bringing Hathor when you only have one source of immunity and it's only for one turn.
No shield break.
No shield break. Yeah, nothing. Doesn't help at all, right? We have another chance to stun, can turn into human form and do some damage, but classic Joseph going for that game 1 decision, putting the shield up, and possibly saving Triana a little bit too, actually. Like having that immunity up, having the shield up, like it's just ultimate defense mode on Triana and Diana. Ciara doesn't seem to know what to do these last couple games. I don't know. She's applying good pressure though. I think he forgot. So I think I missed something too here actually. Just a little ways back, I think Ganymede goes, and I think he ventilates Triana, and I'm pretty sure Legacy forgot about it. I don't know if he was trying to bait out the cleanse or something, but I don't see what for, because there's really nothing to follow up with. So Ganymede ventilates Triana. Triana's got her cleanse and her heal up.
Correct.
And then once it's Ciara's turn, Ciara puts the bomb on the pony to pressure the pony, like he's been doing this whole time. Doesn't detonate again. And it's just cleansed. So I really do think that he.
But why do you think he put on Diana instead of putting on Gany? We already know how tanky that pony is.
Did Gany didn't have immunity?
No, he did not.
He just got it.
He did not. He did not. And we already know how tanky that horse is, man.
Frightened.
It is a tanky horse, dude. That horse is healthy. Never look a gift horse.
It's a thoroughbred, right? Huge.
Motion. Does he correct it here? He does. So he tries to do it here.
And fails.
Unfortunately, they didn't have Sprite. They had Ciara missed.
You know this is going live somewhere.
Wait, we're live right now?
Oh, okay. We're live. Oops. We're not just talking. Questions aren't just popping up from the ether. Cry of threat. Guys, is the game over at this point? Let me know. Let me know what you think. Do you think he can come back?
It's over.
It's over.
Triana's dead.
The pony can swing at them all along for the end of the days, as we know the ponies do. And that's over. That is over. With Gany resetting, there you go, resetting. I was just gonna say, resetting Ciara. No, nothing more they can do.
And I didn't point
Taunt was stripped.
Yep. And I didn't point it out, but he killed Perna with Oblivion while Ophelia was on reset. Is there something you wanted to point out there?
Just saying that he decided to go to
keeping cool.
He kept it cool. He went for them all along instead of securing the death on Ciara.
Which seems minor, right? But like that's one of those decisions where it's like you're for all intents and purposes on a stage, right? Being watched live with something at stake, and you keep cool enough not to go for the quick kill.
Didn't he reset the Ciara though?
He did reset.
So
He did.
why?
Andy was
Does
going to
it-
get.
yeah.
It
What's the
doesn't.
point,
It doesn't.
right?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of like getting that.
Keeping it cool.
Get the big damage on Mo Long. Then take your time. Go to Sierra. You're
Right,
going to get that
right.
extra turn. Her attack bar's not full. So it's basically just saying like he's clearly in a good headspace. That's all I mean from this one.
So
Yeah.
with no further ado, drmzjoseph does beat Legacy, moving on to face one of the biggest titans that we had in this
Barion.
tournament. Mr. Barion, one that everybody was terrified,
Uncle
along with
Barion.
Tiger and Sai, you know, which out of those 3 titans, 2 of them were defeated. This was incredible. And just come in, let's take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look. So right here we see Joseph gets the first pick, Ganny. Barion.
Brazilians, please keep it a little bit more respectful to everybody else. But we will have our time in 2 hours.
So Barion gets a pick, which is essentially a second ban, takes Okeanos before Joseph can get to it. Whether or not, I'm sure that Barion had some idea of what Joseph had.
Correct.
But like, he managed to get that extra ban, so to speak, from Joseph by picking Okeanos. And Joseph is going to be forced to respond to that. This is the first time that we've kind of seen him pick a little bit differently because he hasn't been denied that unit before.
Yep.
Yeah. He grabs
And we all
one-
know that's one really strong unit that he has, right? And Barion goes, oh, you see, we've been using that every single match so far.
Yep.
Let's remove that from you.
Let me skip forward just a little bit, guys. We see Barion's Yonghong. We all love seeing Yonghong in these matches.
Yonghong.
She's crazy. I know. I want one. I really want one. Needless to say, I
You'll
would,
get
I
one
would love a
soon.
Yonghong. Thank you, guys. I got Mo Long. Oh,
yeah!
guys, I didn't tell you. I got Mo Long.
Keep it for Friday.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
God.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you on Friday. Glad to see you're feeling better, Desperado.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Hashtag Buff Evan.
Severe 2326. I appreciate that.
And Joseph bans Okeanos. Do you guys think that was the right play? He didn't ban Wusa.
He does give a lot of respect to Okeanos because he uses that all the time, or he bans it from somebody else. I would have
guys.
gone for the Yonghong as quickly as I had the chance.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't even finish blinking by the time Yonghong was gone, actually. Guys, thank you so much for all the grats in chat. You guys are,
Nevertheless, Barion.
bless you guys. Love you guys so much. I have the dark
go.
Yonghong. She's so smooth bummer. Bring that suggestion to the forums. Bring that on the forums. I did want to point out, Joseph only has 2 single target strippers. Didn't ban Wusa, didn't ban Yonghong. I don't know what that was about, but he did show major respect to Okeanos.
Dude, you removed the words out of my mouth. In fact, I have Joseph showing great respect using
yeah.
delayed
I'm
promise
so sorry.
to on Yonghong alone.
Yeah. Shows great attention to Diana and tries to take her out immediately, uses Reckless Assault, uses everything in the arsenal to try to take out that horse, and does a decent job trying to control this. Look at this!
Strips and
This
puts to
is
sleep.
crazy.
Everybody has immunity, and yet delayed promise.
Delayed promise.
And puts an additional turn on that sleep and resets the attack bar. It's
That's
essentially 3
Very
turns.
smart.
I
That
love
Yonghong
seeing that.
is not gonna
I
move.
love seeing that, and I want to give credit to Islandgren too, because he did say that too. He said it's like basically 3 turns because the attack bar is reduced so far.
Yep.
I love seeing delayed promise not being so overvalued
Right.
that it's like. Don't waste your time trying to get ahead, maintain your lead, and that's what he was trying to go for. So I definitely respect that play.
And
That's
that's the
a
kind of thing a
hard
noob like
decision.
myself would do. I'll keep it until everybody has no more immunity.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You know, when I use plays like that, I'm like, nah, everyone has immunity. Why would I do that? What a waste. Not really.
No, not really at all, right? Like-
Especially against the Yonghong. So.
Oh yeah, keep her down. It's the only if he basically has a 2-turn clock. If he can kill this Mo Long before that, or actually he does have Vanessa's passive to worry about too.
Very
so
true.
that's kind of a big deal. Doesn't have Ganny, can't reset it. The single target strip is gone from Hathor, so that's something that he's probably thinking about at the same moment.
Gilbert the Drunk. Using delayed promise on one unit that's already asleep should be a giant red flag that Yonghong is an OP unit. I don't know if it's a red flag as much as yes, she's an OP unit.
I think she's really obviously she's great. I'm not going to dance around that at all, but I think that I think it's a great threat assessment. I think it shows that somebody can accurately identify what the threat to their game plan is and take it down and just make sure that it doesn't move. So if anything, I think it speaks more towards Joseph's play style than the unit in general.
I agree.
Although,
Thank you.
Although I won't sit here and tell you that Yonghong isn't like crazy powerful, because she is. But I'm just saying I really admire that play from Joseph. Moving on, because it's 2:44.
Oh my God, we kind of have to.
Yeah, we
hurry up,
kind of have to
guys.
hurry up, guys. I'm sorry, because we got to prep for the Brazilian stream after this. CTS 2006, hello. Also, did we say hi to Woovin? We always say hi to Woovin when we're not live.
Oh yeah, that's
You know,
true. I
like-
actually made a song for you, Woovin.
Oh yeah, we actually beatboxed with like Woovin in the lyrics. It was pretty fun. Younghong goes, fills up the attack bar, heals Molong, and gets crazy tempo with it. Like
Yeah.
Barion just gets some crazy tempo.
And honestly, once that Diana is out, that's it.
I just want to bring attention to one play from Barion, and I know that it seems like, oh, it's like, obviously he has the lead right here, but I do want to just not breeze over this for a second. This is kind of how you know that Barion's a really experienced player. Third skill with Wusa is up. Third skill is up, but he knows that if he doesn't kill...
And Perna is about to attack.
Perna's about to go, which also means that her passive is going to trigger, thus healing Diana.
Right.
Then Triana has her second skill up, so that means by the time that it gets back to Barion's turn, Diana could be at 30% plus again.
And with a chance of stunning too.
Yes, with a chance of stunning. So instead, he goes for the kill
And
with Wusa,
finishes.
gets it. And it's like,
Smart.
whatever you want to say about that, that was a brilliant play. I don't care how obvious it was. It was just really good. We're talking about threat assessment. There you go. That's another great threat assessment. Time to apply immunity. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, or I guess not. Guess not. Guess not. Charging vitality on Vanessa.
So OP.
So much,
Yeah.
so much tempo. So much tempo, dude. Like,
And at this point, it's a lost cause,
I think,
in my opinion.
I think the shield and the immunity locked it in. If there was a win somewhere in here, then I think it was lost with that third skill. I'm just going to skip forward a little bit, guys, just because we are running low on time. At some point, Joseph kind of starts to turn it back around. So I'll leave it right here. Perna just died. Her passive just triggered. And so she's out. Sleeps Wusa, stays calm,
Stuns Younghong.
stuns Younghong, and starts working on Vanessa. Goes ba ba ba. You know, really, really good. Theo Elemental King, Perna's Elemental Queen. Ha! Dude, I always say it. Perna doesn't care who she's attacking. She'll crit. She doesn't care. She doesn't. If she wanted to, no, she would ask, but she doesn't ask. Look at this. Delayed promise. Delayed promise on everybody. Full sleep. Full attack bar reduction. Exactly what he needed.
Going for Vanessa.
And now he can kill Vanessa, but
Vanessa's out.
who do you wake up? That's it, dude. It was too little, too late.
That's a nightmare, dude. that's
that
a
was-
terrible position to
Dude,
be
I
in.
would wake up. It feels like just a terrible dream. It's like at that point. I love having 2 streams a week. God bless you, dude. Kaz, you're awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Love hanging out with you guys. I'm so glad that we're doing it 2 times a week too. And thank you guys for, obviously, thank you for being here. You're gonna hear me say that a lot more, but seriously.
And look at
One
Joseph.
important thing, removing that Molong from
I was
from
just
Barion.
gonna say that.
He grabbed it. He was kind of,
He was like, nope, not today, Baron.
that's my bear. Don't you touch my bear. Barion going for something different. And
Barion?
A Barion and Island Grown.
Barion?
Stop it. not live.
This is going to YouTube.
This is going on. We're on Summoners War Esports now. Anyway, so Barion, Island Grown is the one to point this out actually, but whenever Molong is taking from Barion, he typically goes for that Wusa frigate. That's usually his follow-up, is that frigate.
Mihail showing up.
Mihail? Oh, let me swap over my notes. Let me swap this over. Here we go, guys. Okay.
And that Chow.
I know the Chow with the shiny new icon.
Chow.
The shiny new icon. Skipping forward,
But now,
Triana?
we can let it play, just for the sake of time. But
Right.
why is Barion going so safe on this, guys? The only source of damage right now is Vela Jewel with Mihail.
with
Right.
Mihail.
If she buffs the defense, otherwise, zero damage.
He is up 1. Maybe he's feeling a little comfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
And he's the champ. I am not.
Right.
But
Right,
if I do have a win on a tournament like this, I'm going guns blazing.
Yeah, the
Let's
whole
do
time.
this. We
The
still
whole
have
time.
another chance. But no, keeping it cool says, okay, let's take our time. You want to dance? Let's watch a ballet forever. We do need the chat, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't land the stun on Triana. I think it does hit Triana though.
It does
I
hit
believe
Triana.
it says I think it says resisted. Oh, excuse me. Resisted. Triana resists the stun, resists the cooldown reset, and now Velajul's here, just trying to strip, misses the immunity. Things are just not working out for Barion in this opening. Resist again on Hathor.
Can we just mention that Barion was like, yeah, screw the Diana. Let's not let
Yeah,
her play.
let's not. Yeah, I think that was good because Barion made it very clear that his goal in the beginning is just to try to take out Diana. So why not just ban her outright? And guys, just to let you know, sorry we can't see the chat at the moment. We're trying to get it back up in just 1 second. And now, so if you're saying something at us and we're not replying, sorry about that. We have a black screen for just 1 second. So now we're full speeding ahead. Main source of damage is asleep. Mihail can do all she wants to apply the buff, but it just doesn't. It skips Vel'Jul's turn.
There you go.
Do you guys
putting the stun? Both
the stun
stuns.
on? Do you think Barion was playing it too safe? I know that you kind of posed that question.
I think he was, and I don't understand why.
I know.
I don't understand why. Thank you, guys. The chat is gonna be up in a second.
Oh wait, hold on. I have notes here. Joseph is super behind after the. This is something I need. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think there's a certain point that probably was it right there. Joseph is trying to set up for the Chao Mo-Long kill. Because Chao's Justice into that third skill from Mo-Long usually is enough to kill a given unit, right? We've seen something similar with, although Icarus is almost guaranteed. Icarus is like basically guaranteed, right? So you've seen that with Icarus, Mo-Long. Here's Mo-Long, but that by the time that Frigate gets healed, Joseph is pretty behind in this game. Actually, things aren't working out. But there he goes for the strip and stun. Doesn't work out. Does he value? I actually forget the play. So he chooses not to delayed promise on Wuso, which is fine because he's already taken out of the game altogether.
And Barion's working so hard to kill this hot
just to get damage on the table. He's working so hard, but he kind of put himself in this position where he has to work to get his damage
Unfortunately.
in. Yeah.
And then you have the threat afterwards, Chao. Once all the units are dead, Chao is hitting like a truck.
And we know we know where this fight is going. If you were to show me an image, just an image of this board state right here, I would tell you that Joseph lost. But our chat is back now. Chat is back. Awesome. Thank you guys.
Go back, please.
Yes.
A little bit. Why not kill the Hathor with Wusa?
Why?
Is Triana's passive up?
It's possible.
I keep forgetting about that. I think it might be, but like, you got to get rid of it eventually, right?
Right. Either or.
She does get into, she gets an additional. So he is basically set on trying to reset it. I think that probably would have been the perfect time, guys. Can you explain in the chat too? I think it was the perfect time because her attack bar was already full. Triana's passive says that she gets an additional turn when that passive is procced.
Okay.
But her attack bar was already full. She was going to get a turn. She was getting a turn anyway. Yeah, she was getting a turn anyway. So, I'd like to know what was going on there. Triana passive. Yeah, I think it was the Triana passive for a second.
And at this point, he's just chasing.
Yeah.
You know? Triana heals. He's like, uh-oh.
Oh, guys, so it looks like the stream dropped for a second. I'm sorry, guys. We didn't, so it looks like we're back now. Did you let us know what the last thing you guys saw was? We got to keep going, though, unfortunately, because we're still stuck to that 3 o'clock deadline. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit. Kills Mihail, and that is really important because with that kill,
no more damage.
No more damage.
That's it.
Dead damage too.
We're just sitting there.
Yeah. Stream didn't drop on Twitch. Stream didn't drop. Sweet. Awesome. Cool. Thank you guys. Rad. Glad to hear it. Sweet. Cool. Thank you guys for moving on. And then he strips and sleeps on Vel'Jul, thus removing that 3-turn defense buff. So any damage that Barion might have had, it left with Mihail.
There'll be no more. Wow, Joseph has 2 really strong sources of damage.
Mo-Long, Chao.
And granted that there's no wind, no other elements to counter it.
Nothing.
On Barion's side, he has 1 fire, 1 dark, 1 water.
And it's just now Barion is suddenly the one that's having to survive.
He's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, now it's suddenly the one that's having to do that. Yes, thank you so much for putting that in chat. Wow, look at these guys. Sparbs! Sparbs!
Oh, Sparbs,
hello!
what's up, my dude?
Good to see you, dude. Thank you for coming here. I know these kids. Hey, these kids know you.
Sparbs, a.k.a. Evolved Devin.
Yeah, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thank you. Oh, my leg slipped. It's just putting in the work at this point on Joseph's side. I'm going to skip forward a little bit because that's all he's doing, really, and that's all he needs to do. Triana getting that 1 heal off. Look at this. Not enough to kill Triana. That must have been so frustrating for Barion because that heal really, really helped solidify the win here.
Triana has come in so clutch during these games. Oh my god.
And that's why I was harping on so much, like that last game, right, where when Ciara killed with the last hit of her first skill.
Right.
It's beautiful, man. Beautiful. I love seeing that. Evan, when are the lab mini bosses going to be doable for early to mid game players?
Save that question for Friday, please.
And also, watch our YouTube channel. I'm starting to put up some farmable team videos for those mini bosses. So I have Giles up there, and then we're going to try to tackle Leos and Kotos eventually too. So go watch the Summoners War channel if you haven't already. Achieving victory against Barion. We're going into the last round.
A victory on itself.
Now this...
Amelia showing up for the first time during the spot, during the online tournament.
I'm calling it right now. The secret word is road. This will be the road to the cup. That's brilliant.
You think out of the box, bro.
You don't... Lima flashes Lima for a second and it takes it away. It takes it away for just 1 second. Blue Dreams in the house. Hello, Blue Moon. Good to see you, dude.
Blue Moon.
Now this battle altogether, it's just gonna be one of those that when every angels and saints and gods say, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, dude, you go for it.
Because everything that could, this is something that never happened to me. Maybe he and I are trading luck because everything that could be right went right.
Right.
Dude, Joseph.
And then one day specifically, everything I tried to do, like I was drinking water out of a bottle and I choked to death.
This is actually one of my favorite games.
This is
really
everything was working.
Joseph is just like he has great picks and things just work. And you guys will see what we mean. Watch this though. Please watch this. Desperado was talking about, is the speed meta dead or on its way out the door? We know how this ends. We know the stream is Dr. drmzjoseph. Like how did he get to the semifinalist position? We know that he wins this fight. Barion gets 5 turns before Joseph. 5 whole turns before Joseph, and Joseph managed to pull it back. Yeah, he comes around, dude. Like so I really think that what you're saying has validity, and it's one of my, I really want to bring that discussion topic to you guys. I wish we didn't just have 4 minutes, but unfortunately we got to get through this game. Stunning Yang Hong makes it the priority. Keep her locked down.
Right. And that's
As it should.
what this game right here is all about.
That's what.
Yang Hong, peace out.
Yeah.
And that's the one unit that has to be put under control. She has to.
No matter what.
Otherwise, there's nothing Joseph can do. But the thing is, every time he tries to
lands
control
it.
her, he does it.
It's amazing.
It's really well played. Has Gani reset Vanessa? Oh no, he hasn't. But he might here. He might here. So like Joseph has already decided who his first kill is going to be at this point, and Vanessa was the main thing that's keeping him in the way. If he can control Yang Hong, then he has no support.
And look at that. CC's Molong.
CC's Molong starts chipping away at Yang Hong.
Half of the HP.
Half of the HP is gone. It's great.
And gets
Put to
sleep.
When she was
Triana.
about to go on.
Dude.
Yeah, it was her time
Isn't
to
that
be
a
on stage.
15% chance?
It's pretty low.
It's low.
It's pretty low, dude. But he got it, and he went for it. Is what I'm trying to say,
Oh
right?
my
Like he took that risk. He was attacking to try to get that sleep.
People are going over that speed meta.
Tank
That
has
was
already
just-
been Tank has always been stronger than speed.
And yes, but they're still prioritizing Vile over Swift on nearly all their monsters.
See, it's like the tank meta is here, guys. I don't know what to say. Let me just go back and see this real quick. So he's healing. He's got immunity, but he puts it on. He values the heal on Triana more than anything else. Hathor's got that awkward turn, right? Hathor doesn't know what she's supposed to be doing here. Gets a proc when it doesn't matter. Molong doesn't have any of his skills up. Can't land defense break. Yang Hong has a foot in the grave.
And she does. She jumps into it.
So things just aren't looking quite right for Barion, and I think he realizes it.
Yeah.
He does.
does.
Barion is an amazing player. At this
Amazing.
point, he understands completely that his chances are over.
I'm closing the book. You guys know how significant this. I'm closing the book, and Barion is an outstanding player. Please don't let this expose on Joseph like say anything negative about Barion.
Or Legacy.
Or Legacy. Dude, Legacy brought crazy games to the match. That it's only to say that Joseph overcame these 2 great players and brought us these awesome matches. I legitimately hope you guys have enjoyed these. I really have. I think these are
And
some,
quite
these are
honestly,
some of my favorites.
And that may sound terrible. I hope it doesn't. But as a South American, I am very glad to see somebody representing
From
us.
Peru.
Yeah. Of
From
course.
down below the Ecuador
Of
line.
course.
I do appreciate that.
He's a very smart player.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Barion is an amazing Flappy Bird player. You haven't seen me playing Flappy Bird
Oh,
myself.
yeah, Desperado's actually really good. Like, unironically. No jokes, just really, really good.
Oh, man.
And people are saying esported, but I'm just telling you, dude, like, he knew who to target. That's the thing. Joseph kept his cool and went for those chances to try to get back into the game. He didn't, at no point did he play this frivolously. He only played to win, even when he was behind. I really admire it.
And the odds are there for everybody. They just have to trigger.
That's true.
And as I said, it just happened to trigger.
Yeah, well said, well said. Yeah. And he took that risk. If he didn't think it would trigger, then he probably wouldn't have taken that risk. And thus he closed out the second set.
Amazing.
Marking himself as the one South America semifinalist in the America's Cup. That is going to happen September 8th.
At the LA Waterfront.
LA Waterfront. And we do hope to see a few of you guys. I know Berkeley is going to be there. I know. I'm hoping to meet Woven personally. I would love to meet Woven personally. So Woven, please, brother, please,
if you can
try
make
to
it
come by. Any of you guys that would like to go, I'm sure either one of us would love to give you guys a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, we'll be bringing lots of hugs. Wear like a name tag or something with your Twitch handle. That'd be really cool to see you guys there.
Huge.
As always, guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't typed in a command survey just yet, please be sure to do that before you go.
And we will check on that survey that may not have gone through. We're definitely going to check on that. And we apologize for anything. Yeah, we do.
Love you guys. Thank you for watching, be it here or on Summoners War Esports channel. And we can't wait to see you guys next week and on Friday, 2 p.m. PDT.
For sure. Brazilians on the chat. We will see you guys within an hour. And let's say our goodbyes. So
this has Come to a 7.
Motion.
I'm Come to a Desperado. Really happy to see you guys. See you guys September 8th, as well as next week, Wednesday at 2 p.m. for reviewing Tigers Battle.
All right, guys. Later.